do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Hello everyone, I'm Jonavelle and welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm going to do a reflection video about the Black Lives Matter. The Black Lives Matter is a movement that has emerged out of recent racially charged tragedies, where Black men and women have suffered unjustly death and injury at the hands of the white majority. Black Lives Matter is a movement that literally means all life and family. One life is not more important than the other, but we cannot sit idly by the allow for injustice to continue plaguing our people. Too many Black sons, Black daughters, Black wives, Black mothers, Black husbands, and Black fathers have been lost to the infected hands of intolerance, with no end to the savagery inside. Supporting the Black lives does not denote that other causes are of less importance. The Black Lives Matter movement affirms that we need our cries for justice answered. And 1 Corinthians tells us that each one of us, whether we be Black, White, Asian, Native American, or Latino, represent the body of Christ. And that if one part suffers, every part suffers with it. All lives are suffering, especially the Black lives.
It's been a rainy day here in London, but still thousands of people have been marching to show solidarity with the demonstrations in the United States. Many are also calling for an end to racism in this country. The death of George Floyd has sparked similar scenes across Europe and beyond. In Australia, organizers say tens of thousands of protesters gathered, some highlighting what they say is the mistreatment of the country's indigenous population. In Brazil, demonstrators carried banners reading Black Lives Matter. They protested against the killing of hundreds of Black people, mainly in the favelas of Rio de Janeiro. And in South Korea, protesters marched through the capital for the second day in a row. Several carried signs reading, "George Floyd, rest in peace." Like elsewhere in the world, authorities here in the United Kingdom have warned that gatherings like this could lead to the spread of COVID-19. But many protesters here tell us they'll take that risk to make their voices heard. Another protest is planned outside the U.S. Embassy here in London tomorrow. Roxana Saberi, CBS News, London.
While watching every news about Black Lives Matter movement, I feel downhearted. This BLM movement has been fighting to be heard since 2013, and their point is now being seen on streets and screens all around the world after the death of George Floyd. Time and time again, these people was being murdered and the police are being free from charges. Black people continue to die in the hands of white police. We cannot solve the challenges of our time unless we solve them together. While watching this news, I asked myself that white people are discriminating each other. Why can't we be all for one and build each other together? It is very heartbreaking to see that these Black people are being discriminated by their own fellow men. Before this video ends, I just want to tell everyone that whoever you are, whatever you are, and whatever your color is, whatever your face look like, we are all the same. We are all people who are living in this world. We need to be respected and loved by our fellow men. Don't judge each other and don't jump into conclusions that will lead us into our own direction. The basis of life is not being different.